Record. Okay. Welcome to TOPS PA South Central Zoom meeting of what's today's date?
6/24.
6/24.
Thank you. I wasn't sure.
Okay, Jessica, if you would mute people, and we will do the TOPS pledge.
Yep.
In my new computer, I don't know where anything is.
All right. Mom, unmute yourself.
Unmute.
There we go.
There we go. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I am tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I will take off pounds sensibly. And for us cops, there's three of us here. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I am tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I am to be an example as I keep off pounds sensibly. Okay, and unmute. 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 Okay. If you want to unmute yourselves, today is a do-over because, of course, Linda, you were here on Monday, but I forgot to press record. So we're doing a do-over. I did press record today. I did press record. So you've seen this, Linda. So pipe in if you have any advice or any thoughts regarding it, because I know on Monday's meeting, 3 other people started taking over the meeting. So it's like we can talk today, but we're good. But we're good. And Linda, you're from Laceyville?
Right, yes.
And whereabouts is that? I've never, until Monday, I never heard about that city.
The very northern part of our state. You know, Scranton,
Yes.
probably 45, 50 miles from Scranton, headed west.
North? Or heading west.
West.
I was gonna say north, you'll be in New York.
That's right. Well, we're not far.
Okay, great. Well, welcome again.
Thank you.
Okay, today's program is assertive training, setting boundaries, and time management. And there's always room for improvement on that. And this is copyrighted 2009 by Tops Club Inc. And Jessica will start.
Okay. We feel stressed when we feel that we have too much to do and too little time to do it in. Sometimes we get ourselves in this situation because we don't know how to say no, and we end up doing too much for other people and neglecting our own needs. Be assertive, setting boundaries, and practicing good time management can help our lives become more balanced and less stressed. Assertive or expressing personal feelings. Assertiveness is being comfortable in your own skin, meaning that you know who you are and you are confident in expressing yourself. If you are assertive, you will have no problem standing up for your rights, expressing your personal likes and interests, talking about yourself without being self-conscious, accepting compliments comfortably, asking for clarification, and saying no. It's your personal right to protect yourself by being assertive, as long as you don't do it in a negative way. If you are not assertive, you may experience the following symptoms: depression, anger, resentment, interpersonal anxiety. Setting boundaries. Many of us are afraid to set boundaries because we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. When we let someone manipulate us, take us for granted, or make us do something that we don't want to do, that usually implies that we have not set boundaries. Establishing a boundary defines what is us and what is not us. Boundaries help us understand our roles and our responsibilities and let others know our expectations for their behavior within our relationships. The easiest boundary to recognize is distance. We can separate ourselves from people by either moving across the country or across the room. A more difficult boundary is how to say no to a request from a friend or family member. Just say no. For example, when you say no to someone or to someone's request for your involvement in a project that they are excited about, you are letting them know that you are different from them and that you are not interested in spending your time, energy, or resources in their recommended activity. If you are assertive, then you can stand up for yourself. with no feelings of self-consciousness, and simply and kindly state that the project is not for you. If you are non-assertive, you may have trouble establishing a boundary, and you may feel guilty if you say no. This is how you end up participating in activities that take away from what or who you love, and these situations can cause you to feel stressed, unhappy, and resentful. There's a quote at the bottom. It says, being assertive, setting boundaries, and practicing good time management can help our lives become more balanced and less stressed.
Okay, before you go on, besides me, who has problems setting boundaries?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Be truthful. How many have problems saying no? There we go. I have, and the problem is when you don't say no, when you really should, you get overwhelmed. There we go. 2 hands for that one.
Yeah.
You get overwhelmed because you want to do everything for everybody, and you just like,
Your head explodes.
yes. I love that emoji, head exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's like I'm getting all these emails for tracking stuff for Stay on Track to or back, and I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna read them because in the end, everybody's gonna send me a final one. So why am I reading all this that's coming? I'm like 62 emails. Like, I gotta figure out what's what. But yeah, overwhelming.
Take a step back, do some self-care, let your mind go back into your head.
Oh yeah, and I found a journal, no, a date book for 2021 self-care journal.
Nice.
I love it. Or Barnes and Noble. Okay.
Wow.
Time management. I'll do a couple. I'll try to.
I do it. That's okay. I do it.
Okay, that's fine.
Say
Time
no.
management.
Mom, say no. I got this.
Okay.
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 It's been a while since I've been on. So
I know you haven't been on for weeks.
I know.
You've been working.
I know. Okay. Time management. We all get the same 24 hours in a day, and how we spend those hours eventually represents how we have spent our life. We should, therefore, be engaged in each moment, making sure that all of our moments are of value to us. This means that we may not want on our tombstone the phrase, she was a dedicated employee who works lots of overtime, or he really loved his television shows. We may want instead something that speaks to our love for our family, friends, pets, passion, and our world. You could probably use some help with time management if you experience constant rushing and frequently being late.
Raise
Low
your hand, ladies.
productivity. Never late. Constant rushing.
Never late either.
Low productivity, energy, and motivation. That's me. Frustration and impatience. Mom. Difficulty making decisions and procrastination.
Yep.
3
That's
baskets
me.
of laundry in my bedroom.
Yeah. I need my laundry baskets back, please.
Difficulty setting and achieving goals.
I'm not late, but the constant rushing. Yeah, constant rushing.
Yeah.
Unless I'm walking, I'm constantly rushing.
Yep. Time out. All the previous symptoms lead to feeling stressed out. Time management is a skill. We are not born with an innate sense of how to use time to our advantage. In order to understand why you feel so rushed or disorganized, you need to review how you are spending your time and develop a plan to change your behavior so time seems to work more in your favor. You may find that you need to get up earlier for work, organize your closets, declutter your house. Yes. Plan menus ahead for the week, stop procrastinating, or watch less television.
They know us, Jessica. They know us.
I
It's all
know.
there.
Mine
It's all
is the
there.
television. Why? It's about
Well,
me.
no, we promised we're getting together this weekend. We're going to declutter the house, but on Monday morning, I'll let you know if we actually did it.
I don't work this weekend, so like.
Yeah, this
We're
is the
gonna
only
do this.
time. No kid, no work. It's the only time we're together, and we probably
That's
won't do
weird.
it.
It's been a couple weeks since like this has happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
The important thing is that if you understand what is truly important to you, you can change your habits so that your time represents who you are and your values. Spending time doing what is meaningful to you is a real stress reliever.
That's
Does
why
that
I
mean
hike a
cleaning the
lot.
house has to be meaningful to me? Darn. Just kidding. What to do this week? Review your entries in your stress journal to understand if your
one.
stress was caused by not being assertive, a failure to set boundaries, or poor time management. Reflect on what you could do to improve your life and minimize stress by working on those areas. Share your observations with members at your next meeting. Tips. There is a difference between being assertive and being aggressive. Being aggressive is when you honestly state your opinions and feelings at the expense of someone else's feelings. Being assertive is when you clearly state your opinions and feelings without violating the rights of others. If you understand what is truly important to you, you can change your habits so that your time represents who you are and your values. Spending time doing what is meaningful to you is a real stress reliever. Dun, dun, dun.
Because and I asked this question on Monday. Has anybody, hopefully the answer is no, had any problems with more aggressive members and not just assertive members?
Like TOPS members
You mean,
or people?
Well, in social media, it's the aggressive. It's there.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping the answer is no in our chapters.
Nope.
We want assertive
not-
people. We do not want aggressive people, because that's when we'll start having problems.
Mm-hmm. No, we all get along, Joanne. Well,
That is good.
we have one man, which really makes it fun. He makes it fun. One night we almost started talking about brawls. I don't know why. And all of a sudden we realized John was sitting there. And John's like, I don't care if you talk about brawls. You have to remember there's a man sitting there.
Mhm.
I can say the only place I encounter it is at work. There are two women that are very, what do I want to say? They're aggressive, and they don't care what they
They're
say
bullies.
to you. Basically.
They're bullies.
how
Yeah,
they-
we
yeah.
don't want bullies in our meetings.
Oh, no,
We
no.
just don't need that.
No, we're good. We're
That's
good.
good.
We have
Good.
4, but I'm just saying at work I encounter
Yes.
that.
Yes. And when I
Sometimes
was
it's
working,
difficult.
oh yeah, there was
So many.
yeah.
Oh,
Even customers, I'm sure you've seen the
Oh,
aggressive
yeah.
customers, Jess.
No,
I'm sure.
our customers are
lucky-
pretty
Well,
fantastic.
that's right. Most of your customers are
Most of
these
our
older-
regulars are back, and the only thing that we get the negativity about is the fact that we have to wear masks.
well, that's the health.
An
Yeah.
opinion on everybody else's level, so
Yeah.
you know my opinion on that.
Yeah. But as long as Carol, was any decision made about, because I know they were gonna have a meeting about starting back up last week. Was any decision made?
Yes, we had a weigh-in on Tuesday, and we're starting our meetings next Tuesday.
Let me. And how'd it go?
What's that?
The weigh-in, how'd it go?
There was only 5 of us, or 6, maybe in the end. So basically, all the officers came and weighed in, and one of the cops
Mm-hmm.
came.
Good.
So then we just sort of had an executive meeting. Our treasurer resigned a month or 6 weeks ago, something.
Mm-hmm.
And I've procrastinated on doing anything about that. I mean, I've mentioned it to the other officers and the other members. Everybody's aware of it, but nobody's raised their hand and said, "Oh, pick me." So
Yes.
we're yeah, we talked about it, and we've got somebody we're going to ask if she will take it on, and
Or at
see
least
how we
until you, yeah, because we.
for a
I know-
year.
Yeah, for the year. Yeah.
How is that working with us, Mom? Because ours coming up in July.
Helen is going to email and talk to everybody on the 1st, next Wednesday.
Like in person or on email?
Call or email probably. And I did suggest that even if we just in July just do weigh-ins, because we've got a lot of people in our chapter that basically don't want to come back.
Is our
while
township
it's going
building
on.
open?
It is.
Oh.
But it's got to be the chapter's decision.
Well, yeah.
And I said, we can just do weigh-in. I have no problem doing a drive-by weigh-in.
Yeah, literally pull up to your car, get out, weigh, and get back
Weigh in and leave. Yep. And then
we had 2 people out of about 12 that are probably not going to come back soon because of COVID.
Right.
The rest of them, I mean, this week it was just short notice.
Right.
And they already had things planned and stuff. So
did you tell Sally you started up again? Or do you need me to email her?
No, I started an email to you this evening before I could find my.
I'll let her know. I'll let her know.
I can CC her on that or whatever.
Okay, that'll work. Joanne,
Do you want me to let Sally know too? I did send her an email about the check. Do you want me to let her know we weighed in last night, or?
Yes, or send me an email and then CC Sally.
Okay, I can do that.
That'll work.
Okay.
That way we have, because we're up to like 8 chapters now that have started, which is great. Out of 22.
That's awesome.
Because I know Lebanon is still in yellow. I thought it was green, but it's yellow.
Yeah.
But I have 5 Lebanon chapters.
Ooh.
Got a lot of chapters in Lebanon. 4 or 5, yeah. So.
Where did you go for your meeting Wednesday, Mom? You said it was like up Worsville Road or something like that.
What meeting?
You had an advocate meeting.
No idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, over my head.
Last week. There it goes.
Yeah. Yes. Well, any meetings I have right now would be over Zoom. And that was a while ago. Linda from Laceyville, what's the status? I know you told me Monday, but I forget. You're not in meetings again yet?
No, we aren't doing anything actually as a group. Our meeting place is the basement of the church, and they have not allowed anyone into the church. So until we have a go-ahead on that, we can't really meet.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got some chapter, a chapter in a church here in New Cumberland that the church doesn't want anybody to come in. So they're in the same position until the church lets people come in.
Same thing with the VA hospitals and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, well, at this point, we just have to do whatever our meeting place lets us do, and then the consensus of our chapter. So, which is good. But does anybody have any comments, or where'd you go? Okay, my computer is extremely sensitive, and all of a sudden this went away. It's like, okay. But any comments or thoughts about anything? I know we're in a very time of very high stress, so I'm sure time management just went out the door when I'm right now.
I lost track of days during shutdown.
Oh my God, I forget which day it is.
Every day felt like Saturday or Sunday.
Yes.
The only reason why I knew when Wednesday and Thursday was when I went to my friend Sherry's house, because I knew I was going there after dinner left. That was it. Every other day I was like, wait, what day is it?
It's like, okay, now I had to ask what date it was. It's like, okay.
I can't believe it's the end of June.
I know.
You can understand now how they felt in Groundhog Day. Every day was the same.
The last 3 months.
But the same. It was like,
it's the last 3 months of Groundhog Day. Yeah, for the last 3 months we've had Groundhog Day. It's the same.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like terrible.
My son was laughing at us because he was saying, oh, Thursday's the day we have to take the trash out. He's like, that's the highlight of your week. It's like, yeah, it's the only thing that's scheduled in the
Yeah.
whole week. We have to get the trash out.
I
It's
know.
like, yeah.
I'm used to my Google Calendar being full. Now
Like
it's
how
just
sad.
pick up. Now it's just 11 o'clock Monday through Friday. Pick up Hunter's lunch at school, and then I have a Zoom meeting on Monday and Wednesday. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
It's so scarce right now on your
It's like,
calendar.
why is
weird.
it empty?
I can actually see my stuff now.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Like, wow. But I need to.
You don't put
I
your
don't know.
hikes on there, huh?
No,
She
because I
doesn't
never
schedule
know
her
what I'm
hikes,
going to
she
do.
just
At
goes.
this point, it all depends on what the weather is at 5:30 a.m.
It's really humid.
Today was great. I mean, it's like, okay, I came
Oh,
home
it's
and
beautiful
opened the
today.
house. I came home
Mhm.
and opened the house, and it's still open. It's kind of hot in here, but
It's very hot in
it's
here.
like 65 tonight. It's like, okay.
At least
Oh,
it
that'd
was
be
it was
great.
nice outside. It was like 75 or 80 degrees in our restaurant today because our bosses are from Costa Rica and like are really hot. And they don't have the fans going, so the air's not moving.
Wow.
And I was in Costa Rica, Jessica, and it's hot.
Oh my
Yeah.
We were
god.
on the jungle side. It was hot.
Yes. And
Yeah.
our bosses went to Costa Rica on vacation during COVID. So it's like they're coming
Oh.
back and listen, it's America. We need the cold weather.
That's right.
Well, I went to the doctor today, and when I went in, she took my temperature, and she looked at me and she said, "You don't drive with the air conditioner on in your car, do you?" And I said, "No." Then she had to take it again.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah. Well, like Jessica, you went to the ER. You had to walk across the hot parking lot.
Oh my gosh,
Her-
yes.
Yeah, so her temperature was elevated. She had to wait till school
So
off.
they did the thermal one and it was like 101. Keep in mind I had to like walk half a mile across the parking lot and I had just gotten off work. I left work early, but my outside temperature was 101. My ear was 99, so they took the 99. And because I explained, I said, look, I literally just got off work as a waitress and I parked all the way over there and had to walk.
Oh my word.
And my anxiety was bad because I had hives like everywhere. So I was like, listen, I'm a little stressed right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I
But,
did see a COVID. I had asked the nurse that was doing my intake or like in my actual room, a lady was, I guess, sedated, covered in like a bubble of like saran wrap or whatever. Like they had a cloth over her that was see-through, and I said, just curious, like why is that? And I guess she was tested for COVID, was positive, and because they took her in for surgery or something, they put her asleep, and that's how they transport you, is they cover your body completely.
they put you in a plastic bubble.
Pretty much. And I'm like,
Mhm.
but I mean, she had just gotten that surgery, so she like wasn't out of anesthesia yet. But I thought it was kind of cool how they did that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably to protect everybody else, probably.
right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like they do it in the operating room, and like they bubbled her from her room to the operating room, and then they rebubbled her from the operating room back to her room.
Wow.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Thank
I
goodness
have
she was
to say.
asleep.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the only way they will transport you. If you are tested positive for COVID and you have to have any type of surgery, they put you to sleep before going in the hallways because they have to bubble you.
Yeah, and that would be scary.
I would be like there was like almost like a PVC pipe. It went like here, and the bubble was like right here. I would have been.
She
I
was
would
in
have
a
been
space.
panicking if I was awake.
She was in a spacesuit.
Yeah, it's like being in an MRI machine, like super close.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would have been panicking. So I'm glad that she was asleep.
Yep. But I could always do most meetings. I remember. Any words of advice? You have any struggles or any questions or any successes that you've had this week? non-scale victories, anything this week?
Can I share, Joanne?
Sure.
728 New Bloomfield. We're in New Bloomfield, of course, and we had 3 of us, and we had a weight loss of 10.5 pounds. I know. It's like, whoa. We weren't sure. And the one lady gained, and she was upset, and we told her it's all right. And we'll all get back on track. And so I think it's just keeping focused on what you're doing is what we're all doing. So hopefully we can stay on the right track. So,
Carol, were you guys on track? Did you have a net loss last week? I mean, Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I gained like a couple of pounds, but I'm still a pound under my goal.
Good.
So that was all right. I mean, I wasn't thrilled, but it was fine. Yeah, we have one woman who just got, well,
Oh, she froze.
She froze.
she froze. I want to hear what happened to that
Borderline.
lady.
I know.
Well, basically, did you have a net loss in the end?
yes.
Awesome.
Awesome. Now, we didn't hear what you said about the lady because you froze a little bit.
Yeah, I saw that after I started talking. Yeah, my internet doesn't like it when it's doing video and speech. It's like too much, can't handle both.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it looks at so far every single chapter that's come back has been on track.
That's
It is
awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
We had several that had no gain meetings, and fingers are crossed for us. But I'm just hoping we can just go back and weigh in because I really want to know how accurate our scale is still. I really do.
Hopefully, it's not too accurate.
Well, I'm hoping it weighs heavy. I would love it to be weighing heavy.
Right?
Where do you meet?
The Lower Allen Township building. The building is open, but the chapter has decided it was a majority vote to not go yet. So we're going to vote again next week. Yeah. We got one more week. Yep. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. But yeah. Joanne, did your chapter didn't go back yet, did it?
No, the restaurant we meet at, she hasn't reopened yet, so.
I've noticed a lot of smaller businesses, they're closed permanently.
Choice.
Well,
It's
I
terrible.
had a member call, and she said she had heard that maybe Carriage Corner is going to open again, but I haven't heard that. And no one has contacted me and said,
Right.
we have to find somewhere else to meet or
Yeah, you might want to. Yeah, I know my New Cumberland chapters looking into another place to meet because the church is saying maybe September.
Yeah.
We're trying to find somebody.
I think that may be the same thing for our scouts too.
Right.
We're not, FCC is not opening anytime soon.
Yeah. That's terrible. But that's okay.
Outdoor meetings it is.
Yes. Well, hey, that's good. But,
Except, nobody wants to go hiking right now, so,
today would be great. Yesterday, no.
Well, we were supposed to go on Scouts Tuesday, and, 3 people emailed back. 2 of them were no. And Hunter was with his dad, so I was going to go.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if nobody has anything else to share, we will go with our Never Quit pledge. Who does everybody know this one, or I'll just say it? The Never Quit pledge.
Now I don't know.
I have it, but I don't have it memorized.
That's okay. I did do this on Monday, and believe it or not, the coordinator from Illinois, she's like, I've got that. So she read it. I'm like, yes, it's the same thing. So
Nice.
today, I promise I will not quit. I pledge that no matter how many ups and downs I pass through, I will continue on my journey. I pledge to make a new start today and forgive myself for my past and to stop being so critical of myself. I pledge to take control of myself, to stop making excuses, and stop blaming other people or situations. I pledge to treat myself as I would my best friend, because that is who I am. I pledge to stay in the race and to be a winner.
Amen to that.
Yes, amen
I'm
to
with
that.
you. Yeah.
And I will post it again on it's in the pictures on the public page, the Never Quit Pledge. But otherwise, next Monday, I'll remember to press
I'm gonna put a sticky note on your computer. Press record.
click record.
And I'm not here.
It's part 5 of stress management. Take care and slow down.
Mm.
We
Take
all
care of
need to do that.
Mom.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, I will see you all hopefully next week.
And I'll see you guys Wednesday. I will be back.
And I'll
Okay.
see you, Joanne, in 3 weeks.
Yes, in 3 weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you for everything.
You're welcome. You guys have a
Have a-
great night.
You too. Thanks, Joanne. See
Thank
ya.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.